EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
To the air, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second down and 8.
What is it on?
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Bears at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Williams. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Swift is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
What is it on?
Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
What is it on?
They'll go. Here's Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Luther Burden, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, Dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Jalen Hyatt was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Dart to throw on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Left side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
To throw, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Mitchell is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through the opening, and there he goes. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Dart going to look to throw here. He'll dump this off to Scatteroo. No gain, and it's second down. But he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Play action now. Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Looking to throw, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Daniel Bellinger, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're gone.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Throwing his Dart. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. He's got his guys a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Giants.
On play action, here's Dart. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
To the air, Dart. Pressure, and he's taken down. Bears sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. .54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw, Dart. High and able to make the catch downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
Here's Dart. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Dart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Looking to throw is Williams. He hits Adams complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, here's Dart. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 61 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
But you don't want to see him all. You want to see him all, but you want to see Saul like this right here.
To the air, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throw right side taken in by Odunze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing, Dart. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Bears' 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They will find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tyrone Tracy, 28 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here's Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Williams looking to do it himself. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. To throw, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw, Dart. And finds Hyatt. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Dart going to look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing his Dart. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. From the gun, Dart. He'll try and do this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. Down the left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
He's got him in, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go play action here with Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
On play action, here's Dart. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing is Williams. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Williams looking to do it himself. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Bears. Luther Burden with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block the field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line as really a virtual chip shot, now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away. And we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Dart. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here's Dart. He'll dump this off to Scatterbury. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, here's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Dart. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Dart. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Working out of the gun, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Devontae Adams, 63 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So that one, his fourth touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 29.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To the air, Williams. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Gano for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point.
To kick off for New York.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone on the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santos for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, it might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
43-yard line.
Now Dart. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Giants.
To throw now, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second and short now following the fumble. Throwing, Dart. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw is Dart. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack.
Already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is that strangers like magicians never knew them tricks were up your sleeve. Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'. Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly.